Hey VFX, this is Izzy Moreno, and you're watching Countdown City WrestleCast.
What is up, heels and baby faces? Welcome to another episode of the Countdown City WrestleCast. I'm your host, JC, and joining me is Big Mike.
What's up, guys? We're into February, and there's still no rhymes.
No, but I really want to beat up a groundhog right now. I'm sick of this damn cold weather, and
I'm fine with it.
You know, I'm not. Some people always, have the. I wish we have like an armadillo or something. I think I've heard some people do that out here in Texas. So,
So what? Like if it goes and rolls into its little cocoon thing,
back to whatever it is. I have no idea. Sees a shadow. Who knows? So.
Or there's prairie dogs that pop up in and out.
Yeah. Well, anyway, today we're going to spend some time talking about everything that happened this weekend. And including the Royal Rumble, a few title changes here and there since then. A lot to discuss, a lot of things to be upset about. I'm sure. I'm sure people will be jumping on there as well. Tommy may be joining us. He's taking care of some stuff at home, so he's going to try and see if he can make it as well because I know he's got thoughts. We all got together at my house on Saturday to watch the Rumble in the middle of the afternoon, which was so weird. And yeah, so
yeah, it was fun. Well, being together was fun. We'll talk about the rest of that.
Let's start off here. A little bit of wrestling news. I'll just point this out before we talk about the Rumble. Apparently, AJ Styles is going to appear on the What's Your Story podcast with Stephanie McMahon, and she's going to ask him about the whole gloves thing. I don't know. We'll see. Mike, your favorite person, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
Locally, upcoming events. United 210 does have something going on at the Breakaway Brewery, right, on Sunday? Super Bowl Sunday.
Right, 1 o'clock. They have like what is it? Pigskins and brews or gridiron. It's football and beer and wrestling.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Yeah, it's like instead of watching those ridiculous all-day pre-shows that the Super Bowl does, go watch wrestling.
Yeah,
go have fun.
I believe their next full-on event is February 20th. If someone can confirm that, I think that's the Friday.
Yeah, double check. It's beginning of the end, and I could have sworn I saw them put out a final day because it should be a double shot weekend with hybrid. So,
okay. And yeah, because hybrid will be that Saturday as well. So, and then of course we get RCW next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend. So, talking about that. Another news, as we mentioned last week, Tommaso Ciampa made his debut on AEW, immediately challenged Mark Briscoe, and of course on Collision that Saturday night. Fantastic match from what I saw, parts of it. We were actually eating dinner at Chili's, and they had it on the TV there. Didn't catch the end though. Ciampa is your new AEW TNT champion.
Yep.
So. And then, of course, last night on NXT, they had a 7-man ladder match to crown a new NXT champion after Obafemi vacated the title. And lo and behold, Joe Hendry is your NXT champion. So
about time. And Angel threw this in, so maybe it's a Sunday show. Maybe I missed.
Oh, United is
hybrid is 21st, United the 22nd. She thinks so. Yeah, maybe.
So United's on a Sunday then?
Huh? Maybe it is then.
Very interesting. So,
but they finally decided to put the belt on Hendry after they took up Obafemi and Trick Williams and what's the bouncy kid? Javon Evans.
Yeah.
So
just wanted to make sure that he was completely under contract, I guess, before they put the title on him. So
yeah, now that they've been letting TNA pay him for the last 2 years while they've been using him. So
yeah. Any other news of note before we get into the Rumble? I don't know if there's anything that kind of stands out.
I don't think there's anything big. I guess like officially on Raw, Roman chose CM Punk.
Yeah, I want to talk about that after we talk about the Rumble because that's going to be an
Okay,
interesting
yeah, I
thing.
guess.
Yeah. So, because
And I
there's
guess,
a lot with the fallout from the Rumble where these decisions go.
yeah, Dom also came back on Monday.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, nothing crazy besides those, unless title changes. Bouncy kitties.
He says that because we were watching it, and when he came out in the Rumble, my son was just like, "Hey, that boy bouncy."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, so you know how we can talk about the Rumble, but apparently they did a spot to make up for a spot that they kind of missed in an NXT match a while back.
Oh,
So
really?
I guess if we're going to talk about the Rumble, we can talk about that since we'll
Yeah.
specifically go.
Well, I guess let's get right into the Rumble. And rather, let's talk about not the Royal Rumble matches themselves. We'll get to that because we're not going to compare. There's going to be a lot of comparisons. There always is. I feel like every year now between the men's and the women's. But I want to start this conversation with Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn. We're going to build up to this here. Because if I start with AJ Styles and Gunther, I think we're just going to start off pissed off. McIntyre and Sami, hell of a match. I was really thinking Sami was going to win, especially after the AJ loss. Good shot, feel good story. But no, they kept it on Drew, which was interesting. So,
First of all, it was hard to get into the match. And
yeah,
it had to come after the AJ thing. It was a good match. Like those two can always go. It just felt like some of that emotion had been sucked out of the building, maybe of us too. But also, I think as much as like having Sami have that moment, someone else brought up a good point. WrestleMania is in Saudi next year. So maybe they're holding off for something like that. But also, I think with Drew as the title, it gives you a big heel for someone to beat at WrestleMania. Right?
right.
So, I mean, I'm not too upset about it either way. Like, it would have been cool if he won. I like Drew. He's finally gotten that title reign. Like we've said, with the people that he can defend it now. So
Finally got a successful defense in front of a live crowd. Yeah, so true.
But yeah, like it was a good match, but I don't know. Like I said, it was hard to get into it where it was positioned. So
yeah, I will say this: the crowd was great. Aside from the technical issues where they put those LED lights on the seats and it made it look like there was nobody there, but it looked kind of weird. I remember when it started, and then the spotlight would flash over that area, and you'd see people in the seats. I was like, "Oh, okay, so it's just the lights, whatever." But I think by the time they got to this match, they had finally figured it out and just kind of dimmed those lights a little bit,
yeah,
to kind of help.
But there was also some talk that there were people not there during the women's rumble, kind of thing.
Not that I
like
could tell.
not like a lot that weren't there, but like people didn't think it was worth watching. I guess was kind of the insinuation I read. So
Brizzy says, "How about the empty seats? If you go back and watch it, all those seats may look empty, but kind of the bump shots where they're showing wide, and when the spotlight goes over that area, you actually do see people in the seats. So it's just the way those lights were situated. You couldn't see who people actually sitting there. Like there was no, they didn't light up the crowd. They were just trying to put the WWE logo so it looked weird. And my solution to that is this: like take a page out of all these other concerts we've seen where they give everyone in the stands like wristbands there. That would light up a little bit better if you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean that's great for little arenas that have been there for 30 years, but when you have this brand new stadium, I mean brand new. Like I think they were finishing off the last screw as people were walking in the stadium. So
might be tearing it down pretty soon too. I think it was just built.
I think I heard it was already come down.
Yeah, and it was. I'll say this impressively. Like before the Rumble, they showed them building it. They didn't just build the stadium. They built a whole like mini. I guess you could say like convention center thing for like a. I guess like your the WWE the WrestleMania access thing we did.
Yeah.
WrestleMania years ago. So they had like all the Hall of Fame memorabilia and all that stuff up there too for people to walk through, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, must be crazy to have that kind of money to just get that done within weeks.
Yep. Who's got that kind of time? So yeah, Drew retains. Now Gunther, AJ. It was. I get it. This is probably where AJ wanted his career to begin. He said that this is going to be his last contract. I don't know the exact specifics if his contract has already expired, if it's supposed to expire now this month on that, but Gunther was an interesting. I don't know. I get they're trying to build this guy up as a career ender. So my question is he only going to wrestle people that are going to retire at this point?
I mean, I agree because that's different from the Legend Killer.
Yeah.
Like now, every time you have a person ready to retire, he has to face Gunther. Like I don't know. I get the idea of it, but like it pigeonholes you, you know.
Yeah, it really does. It was Goldberg, it was Cena, is AJ, and then my wife sent us a meme picture in the group chat of him holding a picture because he's got a picture of all three X's over it. Now he's holding a picture of the Bella Twins. And look, I'm just gonna say this. I know everyone's gonna hate Gunther right now. He retired John Cena. He's played this up so well. He's the career ender. If you took on the Bella Twins in a handicap match and put the stipulation that they have to retire if they lose, by all means, we're with you, Gunther, all the way. So yeah, I think we're all definitely with that as well. So,
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, not at all. Although, yeah, I'm curious where this angle goes. Yeah, we'll get to the Rumble too, how this affected that as well. So, but the crowd was definitely in a state of shock. I think we all were too. That's how the match is going to end. At least he didn't smile on the way out, which is great. So,
Yeah, we were joking at your house about like having like Ghost of Cena appear and be like, just
okay,
smile,
just go.
just let go.
And I think that's kind of what the difference in the storytelling was on this, was that with Cena, he gave you a date, said, this is my last match. I'm going out this day, But with AJ, they really built it up about, if you lose this one, you're done. And it was, we got the retirement, as we said, we look back, we actually did get the retirement tour, and it was so much better than Cena's was.
Do you think it would have changed anything if, like a month or two leading up, they would have thrown out the idea of like, who is it, Flair that did it? Like next time you lose.
Flair was the one that did it. Next time he loses, it's it, and he ends up losing to Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, at WrestleMania. But do you think that would have changed anything if they would have given AJ a few matches? I mean, I know like we talked about, he kind of wound up having his retirement tour. We just didn't realize it because they were just having matches throughout the year. But like in the weeks before, he had some like decent matches, and then that was kind of the setup, and he wins those and then goes into that one. And I don't know, maybe you could have done something like if you beat Gunther, you get a title shot at the Chamber. I don't know, something like that.
That might have actually been added a little bit extra to it. Like you get a title shot at the Chamber, or you get to enter the Chamber. Whoever wins is an entrant in the Chamber. Yeah. That would have been pretty cool. Because now, okay, Gunther retires AJ, but where does he go from here? What is his reward out of all that, right? So.
And then he choked out Dragon Lee, holding him over the ropes on Raw. He also came out with AJ's theme. They did the trick where they think he's going to come out, and it was, and he even did the little AJ. I don't know if you've seen the video.
I haven't. I didn't.
Okay, yeah, check it out. It was like, okay, that's some good stuff.
Yeah,
but no, we'll kind of see where it goes because he doesn't have a title now, which is kind of rare for Gunther in WWE. So
yeah, I'm curious to see where the Chamber comes up. We're what now?
Right.
4 weeks away now. We got a whole month to plan for that. So
yeah.
All right, Women's Royal Rumble match. Charlotte enters 1, Alexa enters 2, and it was funny because that started. You and Tommy hadn't made it to the house yet, so I'm just telling you guys. I'm messaging you guys updates on who's entering, who's getting eliminated, and dare I say, I think this was so well done. How this was booked. Let's see, except for, we were hoping for some surprises. And then Tina predicted it would be Brie Bella while we were at the house, and it was. And she was so mad that she was right. Yeah. And I think we all were mad that she was right as well. So
we were.
Yeah.
They did the Power Rangers thing.
Yes, they did, which was between
Jordan Grace,
Chelsea Green was one of them, I think.
I think so. Chelsea,
Ivy Nile,
Maxine, I think also.
Yeah, And I think what's cool about this was that everyone had a really nice looking, I guess, full body suit for this. It wasn't
Yeah.
like something with a t-shirt over it, you know. They actually had everyone had a really, really good outfit for this. Very intricate, expressing their own personalities in a way too. So, but it was great. It was so well booked. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything, like I said, besides the whole Brie Bella thing. Um,
Well, there was two parts of that. We talked about it. For what it's worth, she got a huge pop,
mhm.
right? Like I think just because she's and I think we talked about too. Like she's maybe the more liked Bella between the two with
Yeah,
stuff that's happened. But they brought her out at 29, huge pop. Then they bring Tiffy out at 30, and like we talked about too, her popularity has kind of waned since her initial big push as a rookie. You should have flipped him,
yeah.
right? I mean, I know
Especially
because then
because, yeah,
Tiffy wound up being one of the last two or whatever, but yeah, it should have been flipped.
yeah, because you would have had that huge pop coming in at number 30. You know,
Right. It would have been a
Uh,
surprise, huge pop, yeah.
especially the way the crowd reacted. But maybe they were worried the crowd wouldn't react to Brie, you know, in Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia or something. I don't
And
know.
maybe
So,
and I think I'm not saying she's not popular. She's kind of a newer star that they made, but like Saudi Arabia, you got to be aware they're kind of still, they like their older people from the past. Like I'm sure they love the Bellas and remember that and Cena and a bunch of that era. So, um, but the event overall was great for the women. So
yeah.
you didn't realize she was gone. Wow.
I mean, it's true. I think that was kind of the plus of this was that they have enough talent in house now where they don't need to bring all these surprises in. You know,
Yeah.
we're speculating Soraya Page. We're speculating AJ Lee, which she's under contract anyway. Um, but you think about it, the only surprise really was Brie Bella.
Right.
Everyone else is either Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. So um, which was really cool. I think Sol Ruka had a coming out party in this Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Really got to showcase what she can do. I think that was really a big step up for her. So
Yeah.
Natty's first appearance as Natty, and in a Rumble, I should say.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
She eliminated Becky. I mean, they gave
Yes.
her a big deal. Hear me out. I don't want to be. Yeah. So I mean, that was big for Natty. It's crazy. She's been there so long and this late in her career. It's like they finally found something that can work for her. The Becky stuff too. She's been going online, continuing with kind of her character the way it is.
I was eliminated. My feet were never down.
Yeah, she tried that at the Rumble. The rest were like, no, you're eliminated. But like and obviously it wound up playing into the very end. But you had all three members of Judgment Day in there. And then we started realizing how many women's tag teams they have.
Yeah.
Because they kept going like, oh, so and so has backup now. And hey, what's up, Tommy?
What's up, Tommy?
Hey.
We're talking about the women's Rumble. We have talked about the two singles matches first.
Yeah.
And then we moved on to the Rumbles.
No, we did. Then we did the parts I wanted to talk about the least anyway. So
Okay, cool.
But yeah, JC was just saying how Sol Ruka had a real coming out party.
Zarya hates her now.
Well, is that what happened on Tuesday? I didn't get to watch.
Yeah,
I just saw
they had a tag team match for the Knockout tag titles, which I guess is still a thing. And then they had an argument later about the number one contendership for the NXT Women's title.
Mike jumping in. What's going on?
What happened? I got here. Mike left. Hi, Angel.
Hey.
No, sorry guys, I don't know what happened. It told me I lost connection for a second.
Okay.
Sorry about
That's
that.
weird because my internet did that yesterday day before yesterday during my stream, but apparently the connection technically didn't get lost. That's weird. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Huh. That's weird.
I heard you. Like I could hear what was going on. I just got kicked out. So
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mike, you were saying it how there's so many tag teams now. There's storylines.
Yeah.
People got backup, the stables and everything like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but because no, like Natty, I was gonna say, but Natty turned on Maxine, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she turned on Maxine because that's when she eliminated Becky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then who did
Blaming on
Chelsea?
Rob Love.
Who did Chelsea have the moment with this time? It was so was it at a previous Rumble where there was like Jade, Naomi, I think Bianca, while they were still on the same side, and then Chelsea tries to join them, like you
have to get a cookout invitation. You can't just.
And then
join.
she did the same thing when Io, Asuka, and Kyrie. Y'all remember that? Oh no, you didn't see it. Yeah.
Well, I caught clips later. I caught clips of that later. Yeah.
So, just this was a really well booked women's Rumble. Mm-hmm. I think they kept it going and entertaining. I don't know if this is one of those like fake things or whatever, but I've seen people say that like the Alexa elimination was a botch, that she wasn't supposed to fall out.
No, it didn't look like it to me, because they were on the outside, but it made it look like Charlotte was trying to eliminate. Oh, who did Charlotte eliminate? In addition to Alexa,
was it Nia? Was it the Nia one?
I think it was Nia, and she was trying to reach to grab Alexa to keep her in.
And she didn't.
Yeah, but
in time, right?
Alexa, you can kind of sold it like she got knocked off. She wasn't trying to hold on to the rope.
Okay.
She wasn't trying to like purposely hold on to the rope, because she very easily could have, obviously.
Yeah.
But she made it look. They made it look so well, like Charlotte was trying to catch her and keep her in. So
right. Okay.
I don't think that was a botch personally. I can't really recall there being any sort of big botches that were noticeable in this.
No, definitely not.
No.
And like you're talking about Sol Ruka earlier, hitting her Soul Snatcher, the double Soul Snatcher.
I mean, she had a coming out party. Lash Legend had the most eliminations with 5, including the Bella Twins. She made a fan out of all of us in the house. I think she got them.
They let the Bella Twins eliminate Bailey and Lyra.
Yeah.
And now they're apparently going after the tag title.
The Bellas. Oh God, they're gonna get another reign.
Yeah.
Come on, Gunther. Just challenge her at WrestleMania, make them retire. Handicap 2-on-1. Just
come on, Iconics, make a comeback and beat them before they can get to it.
That would be great.
That'd be fantastic. So, overall winner, Liv Morgan. Oh, by the way, before that, they did put a graphic up that of every Royal Rumble that Charlotte had been in, she was top 3, and this is the first time she wasn't top 3.
That's like for the best.
Well, we talked about that for a few people. Not Raquel. Roxanne had been there in the last couple. She set the record
for the longest. In the match,
like that 2 years ago or something like that.
Last year I think actually.
Was it okay? I can't remember because there was like a 4th already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Charlotte was in the longest in this Rumble, 59 minutes, 49 seconds. I mentioned Lash Legend had the most eliminations with 5. Shortest time in the Rumble was Kairi Sane, 1 minute 36 seconds. So, yeah. But yeah, Liv Morgan.
Was it really? Because she did the whole spot where it feels like it was just, not like a lot longer, but she did that spot where Asuka got eliminated. She tried to like save her, and then she got eliminated like right after that.
Yeah, Io Sky threw her out after that.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So Liv wins. Bit of controversy on the way. We thought her, long before that point where she throws Raquel out. So we know they're building up something. Obviously, we know that Raquel, she had her title shot with Stephanie Vaquer on Raw Monday. Vaquer retains. So this is kind of in the middle. Well, who is Liv challenging? Is it going to be Vaquer? Is it going to be Cargill? And where does Raquel fit in all this, especially with Chamber coming up?
So I saw an interesting
triple threat match. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I saw an interesting take that said Raquel gets in the Chamber, like because everyone assumes it's to face Jade now, but she wins it and then asked to be added into the Liv Stephanie match.
Okay.
I was like, because I mean, we have that thing now where the Rumble winner is supposed to go to main event WrestleMania. The Chamber winner is supposed to take the other title. The cat so whenever they can kind of pull things that maybe like I don't want to say subvert your expectations, but not what you expected and make it interesting. Because I also saw a lot of people that are like, should they have pulled the lever? Yeah. Should they have let Raquel win that title Monday night and make it her and live? And I mean, I see it both ways. Like, I feel like Stephanie's facing that curse of like being super popular till you win the title, and then they don't really give you a great title reign. That's what happened to Tiffany Stratton. I feel like, she had the rocket strapped to her, won the belt. They try to make her face. Stephanie's also kind of suffering from that. Like, some people only care about her doing that move. Devil's kiss.
Devil's kiss.
And they kind of ignore the fact that she's like one of the best wrestlers in the world right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, we got some time, and obviously we got the Chamber, and then before we get to WrestleMania, but there's a strong women's division going right now, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and potentially get stronger. We assume AJ Lee's coming back soon, possibly her and Becky at Mania. The Paige rumors are still out there. Obviously, we don't know how true that will be. So there's potential somewhere in there that gets added, but we'll see. They haven't announced. I think the qualifying matches start this Friday or Monday. I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, so sometime this weekend, but yeah. Okay, so now to bring the mood down, we're going to talk about the men's Royal Rumble. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
It's a powerful button, that is.
Yeah, it really is. So
We
now
have to.
I'm gonna say this. We were joking before who's gonna be number one. We knew Braun was gonna be two. And when was Obafemi gonna come out? And how long is his entrance gonna take with this long ass walk? And when the show started, we saw the huge ass ramp. Like, man, that's gonna be a long 5-minute walk for Obafemi at least, Then of course he comes out number one, but he stops his march like halfway down the ramp, and I was like, "Oh, come on, commit to the bit, man."
Wait, wasn't he technically? No, he was number one, and then
Brock was number two.
Brock was number two.
Yeah, Breaker was number two. Yeah,
so that's when he got jumped.
Yeah, and who do you guys think it was?
Like, who's it going to be, or who was literally under there? Because I feel like it's one of those things where who it's going to wind up being is not who may have been under there that first time.
Friend of the show, Hollywood Terry, says it was it was Adam Pearce.
See, that'd be fun.
I think it might have been Logan Paul. I've kind of looked at images of it. Who was under?
Oh, you think literally under?
I think literally it was, and then just
because I've heard Grayson Waller.
Logan Paul's reaction when they were like
Grayson
trying
Waller?
to confront it. Grayson Waller. Oh.
Because him and Austin finally broke up a while ago.
Yeah.
Now Austin's in the.
Yeah, now
but see, there's also people saying that like Austin Theory is a double agent.
I've heard that too.
It was him, and he's doing it for Rollins, and then
for
he's
Seth.
gonna come back to Seth once he comes back. So I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities. I don't know if you saw...
So if Seth comes back, does he have the revision, or is it still? I mean,
double vision.
I've been waiting like 3 days to use that joke. Like, seriously. So I thought of it the other day, and I was like, oh, this is hilarious. And then today sucked, and so I didn't make the delivery. I didn't stick the landing, but I still want to make the
That's
joke.
Fair. And I don't know if you saw the clip of Braun with Paul Heyman riding in the golf cart in the back.
Yes.
And he was like, "Where'd that guy come from?" And Paul's like, "I don't know, his mother's womb."
Paul Heyman is funny no matter what he's doing.
Yeah, it depends. Rumble wasn't worse, but it was definitely bad. Yeah. No, Burnsy.
Well, the Heyman thing also is interesting too because he didn't come out with any members of the Vision for this. He came out with Lesnar.
No, except Breaker. He came out with Breaker, and that was it.
Oh, and then to the back, and then he was coming back out with Brock Lesnar. Like he didn't
come out with anybody else but Braun Breaker. Which that part was weird.
He came out with name redacted.
Yep.
Yeah. So
he shouldn't be here, and we all know why.
And then we kind of joked there were a lot of luchadors in this one. We were kind of joking around the house watching this that maybe it is easier for them to get into Saudi Arabia than it is to the U.S. right now. But we had Mr. Iguana, we had Grande Americano, the original Grande Americano, La Parca, Dragon Lee, Ray Phoenix. I guess we can count Rey Mysterio among that as well, and Penta. A lot of luchadors in this, and I don't know if there's been that many in the Rumble since the '97 one, Mike, that you and I went to, because they had a good number of
Yeah.
AAA talent in that one. So
So the only way they could like get away with having a bunch of luchadors is they literally take the not just out of the country, out off the continent, off the hemisphere.
And I
Yeah.
want to say this nicely, and I'm sure there'll be a story that there's a storyline reason for it, but you had no room for Finn, really.
yeah,
Yeah.
people have speculated that Rollins was supposed to be 30, but with his return potentially being spoiled on ESPN a couple days ago, they called it audible there. But I don't know.
I don't know if I
if
believe
that's-
that. I don't know if I believe that they planned that far in advance.
Yeah. So, before we get to that, we had Powerhouse Hobbs, now known as Royce Keys, making his WWE debut at this Rumble as well. So,
And I think I know this is a dumb small thing, but I think I kind of called the way they would introduce him, where they show his old name and then
cut
it's
to
like the
something
wall
else.
breaks to his new name. That because they did that in NXT with like Balor and some other people when they came in when they were changing their names. That's kind of cool, and he
yeah.
got a decent showing. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like
And now
looks
that I know
like-
the origin behind his name, I'm not mad at it anymore.
yeah.
No, it's good. You feel like he had more of a say in it too. So
That's true. And so that's why I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I can let that go.
Now here's the
Now-
question:
go for it.
where does he wind up in the pecking order of WWE? Because we've seen what's happened to Alistair / Malachi Black, to Rusev. He came to
Dude,
the Rumble. We're
okay.
like, oh yeah, we remember Rusev's there. Like all these guys that came back from AEW or came from AEW, that people are like, oh yeah, they're back in WWE, yeah, and then they're just Phoenix. I mean, do you know what Ray Phoenix is doing before he was at the Rumble? Because I don't.
Literally hadn't been on TV in weeks,
Yeah,
No.
I believe it.
or at least not that I can remember. Also, for everyone complaining about how Rusev was booked in AEW, and actually to a point, I actually agree. Yeah, this is not better in the least bit.
Nope.
He had a good run with Sheamus. That was fun. It was good. He was in the John Cena tournament. That was cool, But then nothing.
Yeah, a whole 32 seconds in this Rumble before getting thrown out by Obafemi. So, yeah.
And the thing is, like you've got Gunther, whose character is a career killer, because your main event scene is slowly starting to retire. You have so much room to elevate guys into the main event scene and freshen it up, and you don't. Yeah, Jason. I mean, they are.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
same position.
Well, actually, no.
I mean,
I would argue Aleister Black's in a worse position because at least in AEW, he was in a prominent stable that people were afraid of, and they were the trios champions.
yeah.
And then
I'll
and
take
then
that.
and Rusev, I'll agree, kind of in the same spot. But at least when he was TNT champion, by the way, he held the championship. He was very intimidating with it. And that's
Yeah.
he's never been champion in WWE, but everyone talks about his TNT title reign.
Yeah, and then when he got super popular, they were like, "No, we can't have a popular him get over and stuff." So
Yeah,
And
the,
they
the,
killed
the,
the
oh,
Rusev
when
Day.
they killed Rusev Day, that was the worst.
Yeah.
That was the worst, man.
You had a freaking merchandise seller, you got rid of it. So it's
He was writing his own checks with Rusev Day, and they just killed it for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Another fun. Well, let's get to a fun moment here. El Grande Americano followed in the next entrant by the original El Grande Americano. We got our Spider-Man moment where they sat and pointed to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have expected a whole bunch of like other tiny Grande Americanos to jump out as well. See how many people are going to fill in this.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah.
First of all, they've run that joke into the ground. Secondly, I'm ready for this. I'm sorry, I'm ready for this Grande Americano. That's one of the things in wrestling. I'm like, I get it. Other people like it. I'm sick of it. I'm done. Like, can we stop this now?
Yeah.
Because like you have actual luchadors who've been doing this all their lives, You won't push them, but you'll push this.
Yeah.
You can make the other guy like everyone does the Pinto walk. Oh, he's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Rey Fenix can entertain a crowd too. He's literally been called the second coming of Rey Mysterio more than once, and you won't book him. Okay, whatever.
And the thing is too, like Kaiser doing. I mean, let's be honest. We know who's behind the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Kaiser doing it when he took over. Like we said when it first came out last WrestleMania, or just before, like how disrespectful it was. How he's from the Gulf of America, and it was a very like disrespectful thing to, like you said, to luchador wrestlers. But then Kaiser took it over, and he speaks Spanish. And like he was actually playing into like being like proud of the luchador heritage.
Yeah.
So that I don't mind. But like what kind of bugged me is I felt like when Gable came back as the OG version, he got more of a pop, and I was like,
yeah.
Well,
Because I think people just are more like remembering how fun the gimmick is now as opposed to the stupidness it was before.
Right.
I feel like they should do this in AAA to see who the fans are really behind.
I agree with that.
Well, they're going to get behind the Rudo, so.
True. I like what Jason just put because it's true.
Yeah. So. Okay, so most eliminations was actually tied between Obafemi and Roman Reigns. Each had 5. Longest time in the Rumble this year was actually Javon Evans, 40 minutes and 58 seconds.
Nice.
Oh, that's right, because like he just kept getting beat up over and over again.
He potentially is going to be the new Kofi Kingston when it comes to these things. He had a few saves in there, but I'm curious to see it.
Yeah, he lasted. This is funny. He lasted 1 minute longer than Obafemi did.
Yeah, actually, yeah, but almost 2 minutes. And then shortest time in the Rumble, Braun Breaker, a whole 10 seconds after getting attacked, thrown in, and thrown back out by Obafemi. So
hey, man, happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
And
go ahead.
Well, just one quick thing I was going to bring up earlier. They did the spot where Javon Evans like flew and Randy hit him with the RKO. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Randy went down to NXT last year when they were like trying to get NXT, like over with WWE talent. And he had a match with Javon Evans. And they tried to do the ending, but like it was even a more like, I think he did like a flip forward into it or something. And they botched it. Like he didn't hit the RKO on him with it. And then I think he just like picked him up, hit a regular RKO and pin. So a lot of people were saying that like they did it to like make up for that spot that they messed up. And this time they hit it, like he hit it pretty clean. So
Well, second time's a charm.
All right. Mention Gunther comes in 30, but the winner is Roman Reigns wins his second Royal Rumble. Only he got cheered this time. And last eliminated Gunther. I'm trying to remember who the final 4 was. Was Gunther, Orton,
It was Gunther,
Roman,
Orton, and Logan Paul.
and Logan Paul. There we go.
I remember that last one because I was mad he was the final 4 again.
Yeah. Surprise! It's just that we mentioned Royce Keys. That was really the big surprise. Some of the luchador talent as well.
what do you mean? Gunther came out at 30.
Oh Jesus!
Man, that's what killed the Rumble for me, I think. Well, officially killed it. Like I was already down enough, but I was like, that officially ruined it for me. Funny story. So one of the reverends at my church loves pro wrestling, and me and him talk about it like before, after pay-per-views and whatnot. And we were talking about it, and my wife happened up when we were talking, and she said, "It's like I could tell he was not happy because like he called me on the way home and just said, 'Are you hungry?' And I was like, she asked, 'What's wrong?' And I was like, that Rumble was lame." And shout out to Hollywood Terry who was watching it and texting me. We were both like, "What the hell was that, man?" It's like, you know what my problem is with Gunther at 30? This is the most stacked roster they've had in years. They could not find one other person who wasn't booked on the card. Oh, I don't know, Finn Balor, Nakamura, who Ricochet is. Who, by the way, Ricochet had a lot to say today during an interview about guys' careers. And he mentioned Balor Nakamura specifically, and everyone's saying, "Oh, he's just being bitter." Okay, when was the last time you saw Nakamura on a pay-per-view? And you can't, and Finn Balor is only just now counting because they suddenly remember, oh yeah, he could be if you would CM Punk now, and that's going to be over.
Kept him in the whole show. Why couldn't he have just been putting the body paint on and he would have shown up number 30? It would have been freaking epic, you know? Yeah.
No, they would have put him in the body paint at 29. So.
Oh, jeez.
We're not going to let that. We're not going to let the Brie Bell thing go.
We got to make sure the fans boo the 30th entrant no matter what. So yeah,
apparently
that's what it feels like.
Make Brie look strong, damn it.
Gosh. So yeah, stark contrast here. The Women's Rumble was great storytelling. It was a lot of people in the ring before we even got an elimination. You feel like, people were really actually fighting for their spots. Whereas on the men's, Obafemi throws out the first 5 dudes, and the eliminations are quick, very, very quick compared to the women's. So it was just,
because the only reason we even knew Lesnar got eliminated is because they cut to it real quick.
He got the elimination he deserved.
That's true. That's true.
During Jey Uso's entrance, when nobody gives a shit, no one is.
Which, by the way,
he got yeeted all over.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, was about 2 minutes. So, because considering everyone else came out in about 30 seconds, his entrance was 2 minutes.
I do love that. Like it felt like minute and a half, minute. 3 minutes between entrance.
Just kind of making up for time, I guess, or something like that. Who knows? Yeah. So.
They're like, Jay, get down there. Let's go.
Sean, where was my Jericho? Okay, so Terry pointed this out, and I haven't checked, but he said this was the case on Saturday. Jericho's name is still on the AEW website, while Powerhouse Hobbs isn't there anymore. But Jericho's name is still up.
I mean,
interesting.
We don't know the contract situation.
Yeah, and considering Raw happened and Jericho wasn't there.
I mean, even if he does show up, is he going to get excited because Jericho's back in WWE?
Of course there are. There are a lot of people who are.
Hi, guys. I'm the learning tree. I'm on TV.
I doubt he'll do that again.
Yeah, he'll have.
He's very seldom done the exact same gimmick over and over again in different companies.
Well, the last few gimmicks haven't been good, so.
All right.
All the more reason not to repeat them.
Yeah, very true. All right. As far as our pick results go, myself and Tina went 0-4. Totter 0-3. Joaquin 1-3, and Mike and Tommy went 2-2.
What's the second one I got right?
You got. Hang on, let me see.
Did you pick Liv?
I picked Liv. Did I pick Drew?
Liv and you picked Drew. Yeah.
I honestly thought I picked Sammy. Okay, cool.
No, you and Mike picked Drew.
Okay, because that's right. Because Mike, you picked Roman and I picked Liv. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I picked Raquel for the women.
Yeah, and I picked Jacob Fatu for the men.
Yep. On to our WrestleCast ratings here: 0 to 5. 5-year WrestleMania 17. Joe December. Remember, Mike. We'll start with you. Where do you rate this Royal Rumble pay-per-view?
Like a 3.
Okay.
It was not. 3.
All right. Tommy.
3, man. Like I told people who asked me, I was like, when they said why 3, I was like, because it wasn't the worst. It sure as hell wasn't the best, and also it had been lower, but I think the women saved it.
Yeah, maybe I'm just being different, but 3.25. Maybe that extra 0.25 is the work that the women put in on this event, which was fantastic.
If it wasn't for the women, I'd probably give this a 2. I'm not even lying.
Yeah.
But the way you word that, JC, you said like the women's effort was only worth 0.25. So.
No, I mean, I'm just an extra 0.25 compared to y'all, I guess. But also, yes, not happy that this was AJ's retirement match, but it was still an awesome match. And it was, if you want to compare retirement matches, it was so much better than John Cena's, at least. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, if you're gonna go bottom of the barrel, then yeah. So.
And on the women's side, they really made an effort to kind of build some new stars out of it. All young talent, Lash legends. So Ruka got to showcase the men's. The one that really showcased anything was Javon Evans. Like we already knew who Obafemi was, right? But Javon Evans being
Well, hold
we
on.
got to-
Well, I would argue that some of the crowd already knew who Javon Evans was. He's been on SmackDown already, so he wasn't introduced.
That's true, but actually getting into a match like this where he's showing off his acrobatics, athletics, that kind of thing.
No. I feel like they just gave him more time to show what he could do. But
Yeah.
we'd already got an introduction with him because he'd been on SmackDown and everything. So
No.
I will say what they did was more give like Hobbs some time to shine. But
Yeah.
even then, Lesnar was
Who?
in it.
You mean Royce Keys?
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's like when the year changes. I'm going to say Hobbs for at least until June.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
just
it's still right,
number
2025.
Hey, but
Just as you get-
everybody.
Yeah.
And once you finally get used to writing 2026, it'll be time for 2027.
Yeah, once I
Yeah.
get used to Royce Keys, he'll be released and back to Powerhouse Hobbs in no time.
Jason says too, the crowd lighting was terrible. Yeah, at first it was. I think it's safe to say WWE is going to move away from these whole LED lights on the seats. Trust me, just put them on people's wrists. They know that's what they do at concerts anyway. So
That lighting situation was so awkward. Like not just terrible, but like even when they got it right, it just why did they do that?
yeah.
It was part of the stadium that they built in like a month and a half. So
That's true.
I guess, but
Overall rating for the Rumble for us 3.08. Early on, the odds-on favorite so far for the worst event of the year.
worst event of the year so far.
Yeah. I'll say this, and it's just
wait for WrestlePalooza 2.
Damn it!
Yep.
Damn it! I was gonna make that exact same joke. Almost
there it
word
is.
for word. I was loading it up in my head, but damn, Mike pulled the trigger first. Shit.
I should have waited an extra second and made it WrestlePalooza 2 Electric Boogaloo. But...
Well done, sir.
Throwback to 2022. Yes, for sure. Yeah. All right.
Back to like 1978 or something.
Well, it was just from on this show when you would say Electric Boogaloo for the whole year.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Ted made me. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so. All right. I'm interested, though, to see fallout from this. Why did AJ put the gloves back on? Where did it come from that? It wasn't your traditional retirement. Didn't leave his boots in there. Where do we go from here?
The number of AEW jokes that the AEW themselves have been making have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Pun intended, by the way.
Fantastic pun, too, by the way.
Thank you.
All right, now, in the fallout from this, one person we know that is already going to be challenged for a spot from the Rumble winner was announced on Raw. Roman Reigns is going to be challenging CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship, a title that he called a second-class champion when he was champion, by the way. Just throwing that out there, So, but the promo to end Raw, very back and forth, and
they're both hypocrites.
Yeah.
They're both hypocrites.
But I did enjoy the fact that Roman called out Punk for his comments on Colt Cabana's podcast.
That was good.
Long ago? Yeah.
It was that long ago.
I used to have that thing memorized, man.
Yeah. Just aside from the whole... One, Punk on that podcast, of course, said he didn't want Roman initially for the Shield. He wanted Chris Hero.
Yeah.
To that, put Roman. But two, the whole make Roman look strong thing, which was a part of the whole entire Rumble match that year or something like that, correct? That was, yeah.
What was that? And then what Roman talked about is like after that happened, like that's all he got. That's, I feel like that's part of the reason he kept getting booed so badly and, people were done with him. And because Punk was still really influential back then,
Yeah. Well, people in the back were
Especially
fans as well. So
fans too. Yeah.
Yeah. So calling that out, saying his life was hell, this and that. But interesting thing, somebody has pointed out if Punk wins this, he will have taken out every single member of the Shield since his return. And
well, no. Oh, since his return to wrestling, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant to WWE specifically.
Return to wrestling, and so far with Ambrose and Rollins, it's been them bouncing off the ropes onto his shoulders into a go to sleep has been the finish. So if this comes to this fruition this same way with Roman Reigns, it'll be hilarious. But
Do you think this stays? You don't think like someone gets added in at the last minute or in the coming weeks? Do you?
I think Finn is a potential.
Okay.
Unless Finn beats Punk going into this and wins it, and then that makes it triple threat, which I would prefer, honestly, because I would do it like this. I would honestly have Finn win it in like whatever match they can book it in, have Finn win, and then have it a triple threat match, and then have Finn win that at WrestleMania, just to kind of stick it to both of them, kind of like what Rollins did to them at Mania last year. Is that kind of a repeat of the same thing? Yes, but it's WWE. Who gives a damn?
You're not wrong.
It's like watching a Transformers movie. I know what I'm getting. Give me the giant robots.
Yeah, but in all fairness, they got collectively worse as time went, or at least in the main series of them.
WrestleMania main events or Transformers?
Yes. I meant Transformers, but yes.
I will. I would almost argue until you get to the last night, which was the worst of the entire series. So yeah, I agree with that for sure. And to be fair, Age of Extinction wasn't great either.
I think it was the last night. I think I walked out of it like 30 minutes before I assumed what was the end.
Last night
was that the one with Anthony Hopkins?
Yes.
I think I walked out of that one.
The last night was bad. Even as a diehard Transformers fan, I can't defend that one no matter what I do. I can even defend Age of Extinction to an extent. They still had Dinobots, so I can say that. But last night had its moments, but as an overall movie, nah.
Yeah.
Thank God we got Bumblebee and then Transformers 1 and Rise of the Beast. Those three were fantastic. I don't care what nobody says.
It was getting so bad, Megatron went to wrestling, and he appears now on my son's.
To be fair, genius booking.
Yes.
5 stars, 6 in the Tokyo Dome.
Highly sought after free agent.
Indeed, Sean has a question. Sean, what is your question while we're still talking?
Well, while we're waiting on this question, I would say on the other side of this, we know where Roman's going after Punk. I think it's safe to say we're going to get Cody and Drew at Mania. Do you think?
I guess. I don't know if I want Cody and Drew, but I guess we're getting it.
It seems like what they're setting up, unless they blow it off at the chamber for something else. But yeah.
You think they thrust Obafemi into the spotlight quickly and put him on against Drew?
No.
I want it to be Drew and Fatu.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I want Fatu.
I get you.
I'm sorry. I do.
You also know it's Triple H in charge of booking, so.
Yeah.
Mike, I said what I want. I didn't say what was going to happen.
I get you. I just want you to, temper your expectations.
Look, I'm spoiled because Jay has good booking, and when I watch his stuff, I'm satisfied with the matches that I get. I keep forgetting that it's 8-year-old child clearly knows more what he's doing than the guy who's been in the business.
You know what else Jay doesn't do in his booking? He doesn't come out to introduce every show and like make sure he like is in there and go like, oh gosh, guys, I don't want to be out here, but
since I'm out here,
yeah. Sean, do you believe? I believe in Joe Hendry. Yes, NXT champion now. So yeah. On the women's side of it,
that happened. Yeah, he won because he won during I was streaming, and then Burnsy told me.
Yeah,
I was like, Burnsy, you're lying, and I was. By the way, Infamous 2 still streaming it, guys. Be sure to check it out.
On the women's side of it, Liv Morgan, obviously, Stephanie Valkyrie is still champion after defending successfully against Raquel Rodriguez. And we have Jade Cargill. Which way is Liv going?
I mean, it seems like Stephanie, and let's see what else happens.
I would have to think Stephanie to set up a program where Raquel wants it from Liv.
Right.
Because I would figure that would go to about SummerSlam.
Okay.
Unless, again, someone gets added and that becomes a triple threat. Which, by the way, if we get Liv and Stephanie in any form, please let that main event one of the nights. Please. That would make actual sense. Please let that main event one of the nights.
Yeah, guys, but I mean, Roman Reigns needs to main event.
I know, but he won the Rumble, so he'll main event the other night. So let them
two potential main event night.
But guys, it's not like the women's Rumble winner main evented last year, so it was both men's main events.
You just want me to drink, don't you? You want me,
Did the women's winner ended up being like the first match?
No,
of the
I
women's night or
just-
something?
Yes, it was the first match of like what night?
I know what you want,
Yeah.
but it's also WWE. You know what they do.
I know, man. I wish I drank alcohol.
I mean,
Yeah, it's all right.
how do we know that's not vodka you're chugging?
Yep.
Because my sentences are coherent.
Okay.
And believe you me, I'm not gonna just like wait. Like if I'm gonna drink, you're gonna know I'm drinking. Okay, this is water. I'll cop to it. I don't care.
All right. Well, we'll see in the coming weeks how they set up the chamber. Obviously, I think they said qualifying matches starting either this Friday or this coming Monday. Friday on SmackDown or Monday on Raw. We mentioned Joe Henry is now the NXT champion. We mentioned that Tommaso Ciampa on the AEW side is now TNT champion as well. So
His new theme is also fire.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, and with that, actually, we'll move into our 1 minute warning segment. Mike, you got something this week?
I do.
All right. Wait till this loads up here. And restart this. All right, whenever you're ready, sir, go for it.
So we actually didn't talk about this earlier, but Hybrid did have its show this past Friday. That was that was like rebooked from the 24th because of the potential ice storm that never really got all the way. Anyways, I talked about this a little bit last week, but the Texas Treats have just suddenly decided, with no real booking other than they made some vignettes, that they are now faces, that Don Juan getting jumped in a parking lot is now this horrible act, that Diego is now the fiery baby face that's going to come defend him, all because Casey and the new Dead Man's Hands are the bad guys now, which they are bad dudes, but as far as I'm concerned, beat up the Treats is what we need to do, because this is what they've been doing for years. The amount of baby powder that Don Juan's thrown in people's faces, the amount of times J-Wave's cane has been used, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, poor Don Juan, he got beat up. Like, they deserved it. I've been wanting them to bring people from Laredo and Corpus to beat up the Treats. Do we not forget that Don Juan kidnapped a woman at United and like held her hostage and everyone was just kind of okay with that? Look, I'm not saying they're like a cult, but people follow them and they don't seem to care about right or wrong. That's all I'm saying. Sean, you are the least believable witness. No.
Well, I think we're running into the theory right now. It's an even number of years. So even number, the Treats are faces. Odd number, their heels. That's kind of.
I don't remember being them faces in 2024, but all right.
Just warming up back to it, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. It's just a theory. We'll see. Tommy, you got something this week?
I think I complained about Gunther enough. Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Hey, Stash
I was there.
Hey, that's funny.
Yeah, Stash. I understand why you did what you did, buddy. But they were trying to get you to do the Finn, and you didn't. But we were.
All right.
Look, man, don't forget, like Jason said to us, don't forget what the Treats did to you and the rest of the non-Rob Love Kingdom for a lot of the last year. I'm just saying.
All right. For me, well, what this comes over. Okay. For me, I think I'm talking Rumble. This is the second year in a row where the women have outshined the men. And I don't know if this is related to who is booking these matches, who is the agent for this one. Yeah, but I'm just going to say this. We got this for 2 straight years already where the women's match was so much better put together, so much better executed than the men's was. So it's about time the women go on last at the Rumble. 2 years. I mean, you could have fixed it, but the men kind of just shit the bed. You know, it felt like it was rushed. There was no real pace to it. There wasn't a whole lot of storytelling to it. There was no real drama with the men's side of it. So if this is the way you're going to book it, fine. But make the men go first, have the women go last. And yes, I'm saying this on National Girls and Women in Sports Day. It's about 2 years in a row where the Rumble, the women have outshined the men. Put the women last, and let's let them close out a great Royal Rumble. So, All right.
I agree. And I saw Stash's comment real quick before you.
Still trying to glue this.
And it's
Yeah.
true. And in fact, this Sunday, we were talking about that show. I just saw it today. Him and Rob are leading basically Survivor Series style teams against each other.
Lord.
So we'll see what happens there.
All right. Well, we had our 1 minute wordy segment, and because these have gotten so popular, Joaquin's matches have their own segment now. Yes, we have wrestling as booked by an 8-year-old with his action figures.
I guarantee it's going to be better than Royal Rumble.
Now, again, this is part 3 of a series here where it's just a mystery match. I'm assuming this is no DQ. We have no idea what this entails, and as we've noticed, anything can happen. So let's load this, and here we go. So
now the Falls Count Anywhere match is about to start. It's Matt Hardy versus a mystery man.
oh wait, that's the wrong one.
I was like, we saw that one, right?
Yeah, we saw that one.
I think I pulled the wrong one. Oh no.
Oh no.
Crap, did I upload the wrong one?
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
Roo.
Scooby-Doo's beef will never be not funny to me.
Okay, while I'm fixing this, let me there was another here. He had like a promo segment one here. Yeah, he actually put together a promo segment one here.
Has the Women's Royal Rumble only made evented one time? Are you kidding me?
Really? How long ago was that?
2018, the first time they did it.
Oh, jeez, really?
Get out of here, man! That was the only time they ever did that. Because after you said it, I was like, no, they did it more than that time, more than once, right?
Why are you shocked, Tommy?
I don't know, Mike. I've had a long day.
I'm sorry. It's just the WWE.
I know they're trash, but still, it's like somebody think. Yeah, Angel, we dead ass. He has a little time slot. Okay, she's not a person who I would think would use the phrase dead ass. I'm just
Well, you know what? While he's waiting for that, speaking of this weekend, someone in our chat has a birthday, and someone in our chat. Sorry, I came in late, guys. Wish me luck tomorrow. Takes on Sam Stackhouse at Sunday.
Oh,
yes.
good luck, Stash.
And this Sunday, 1 p.m. Good luck, Stash.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, and then we can celebrate it on Sunday. Someone becomes a legal adult in this world.
The next
All right, I think I got it, guys.
gonna
Sorry.
be
And we'll finish that after the video.
match.
Oh, here
It's
we
gonna
go.
be a mystery people match. Let's see who the first person is going to be. Wait, what? What? The Mandalorian is here. Who would have thought this man would show up?
Sounds like Jim Ross.
Oh my
approve.
god.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What the hell?
God, he should have used the Mandalorian theme though. God. All
He
right.
has a gun in his hand.
He has a gun.
It's not gonna be good for whoever he's against.
Holy heaven.
Wait, what? Another Transformers? I don't see anybody. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Start screaming.
He also got some guns. This might be a close
Oh man, this
one.
is epic.
Here we
What?
go! Ding ding ding!
So he's
Oh my
shoot
god,
out.
Mandalorian just got crushed! Now I'm gonna point his gun.
Oh my god, this is gonna be
What
epic.
the hell?
He's still throwing
He
a
took one
Starsky's
of his
gun.
guns! He just shot it at him! I knew it was gonna be this quick. 2, 3!
Put the Mandalorian over Starscream.
Go for the bug.
Oh my god,
Hey,
that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
Best WWE speed match ever. You know what? I take it back. You know what? No, it's better than that. They wish their speed matches were half this good.
Oh my god.
Starscream just pissing off Megatron every chance he gets.
Yeah, you know,
Starscream.
okay, what I
Now
learned
we'll
from
never-
this,
WWE Undisputed Champion.
whether you're an Autobot or Decepticon, apparently you're coming out to Lincoln Park. That's what I've learned from this,
I mean,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, if you're okay, show my age here. If your son needs more entrance songs for Transformers specifically, I could give him a list. I have.
I have a whole bunch I could show him. I could have him play the original Transformers theme, but I think when he searches Transformers, it comes up with the movie.
all 3 original Transformers themes I can send you.
Wait,
He
Jason,
just searches on Apple Music, pulls it up. So
Brody beat MJF really fast tonight?
What?
Oh, did he? Oh, I'd be so
because it was a it wasn't a title match. It was what do they call eliminator matches or whatever.
Wait,
That's right, it was.
Since when did WWE Speed go to AEW? What's going on?
Well, then again, he's Brody King. He's a giant man, and he's very scary.
Yeah.
He did 1 minute 17 seconds. That's
what the heck?
Wow, this was a minute 23 seconds. So yeah, this wasn't. Yeah. At least that was a timestamp.
Oh, Brody wanted to outdo the Mandalorian. That's why.
That's what it was. Yeah.
He heard about this booking. He wanted to just do slightly better than the Mandalorian.
All right. Well. Yeah, there we go. Great job, Joaquin. Sorry, I'm a little technical. I'll make sure I get the right one here. But he also did film a promo segment. It was a squash. Wow.
Wait, which one are we talking? Well, okay, maybe.
Well, okay.
The answer is yes. Oh.
Yeah. I really hope they had some phaser, taser-proof plexiglass around the ring there for Joaquin's match.
Hey. Joaquin booked a safe show. I'm sure the fans are completely safe. I believe in Joaquin's booking. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure that show was completely safe.
All right.
They were blanks.
So what he has next, he has it looks like a promo segment with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, and then the actual Elimination Chamber match. So might show both next week. We'll see what happens there with that. But the only thing I know about the chamber is that I gave an idea on how to do the chambers, and I'll just leave that surprise for you guys. It'll be so much fun to see. So
it burns you. I know.
Yeah. Take that, WWE. Where's your Starscream or Mandalorian there? So
don't tempt them.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching this week's episode of the Countdown City WrestleCast. What's up?
There we go. Mike alluded to it. Happy birthday to Jason.
Yes, happy birthday. That's right. I see that.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But I was talking about the person who was becoming a legal adult on Saturday.
Yeah, no, but you mentioned him too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but
I didn't quite get to finish before the video started. But yeah. Angel turns 18 on Saturday, so happy birthday to her. Happy birthday, Jason, right now, who is also like 19 or 20, I think. So
sure,
right there. Well, happy birthday, Angel, and good luck on now being legally responsible for your own actions. So, yeah.
Buy a lottery ticket.
Fantastic.
I'm just going to tell you right now, it sucks at times, you know. Yeah, it's all great and hunky-dory, and then when you do your taxes, you realize, God damn it. So, yeah.
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 Not wrong.
So, next week, we will preview RCW's Rumble Royale. They're, of course, doing an intergender battle royale, and we'll see if that comes out better than the men's Royal Rumble from WWE. So
yes,
okay, yeah. So
well, they have talent booked that they'll book properly.
Oh, that's true.
So yes,
I have enjoyed seeing all the promos coming out around that too. But Mike, you did point it out that apparently my daughter might now be taller than Calientita at this point, and she's only 11 years old. So
kind of a low bar to set, but okay.
I don't know. We'll see. So, all right.
Sorry guys. I just saw one of the reasons why Brody King won the match. Hangman came out and distracted. He didn't actually get in the ring. He just played their music, and he got on the top of the Tron, and Brody choked out MJF.
I'll take it.
One way or another, gets the job done, right?
Gets the job done.
Win is a win.
A win is a win.
Yep. All right. Well, over here we got Tommy.
Thanks, guys.
We got Mike.
Thanks, guys. Be good to each other.
And I'm JC. And as always, heels and baby faces, remember, pro wrestling is real.
People are fake. Boo.
Enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy Bob Boney, and we'll see you next week.
Adios, Gunther.
Na, 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 na.